in the other Cub Cadet to see if I can get it running. I've got the other Cub Cadet up to the door of the shop. That tire goes down as soon as I put air in it. Got my cable hook, my strap hooked to it, to my homemade winch that I stole off a boat trailer. Attach it to the lift, and helps me bring in broken down tractors because I'm not as young as I used to be. So I'm going to get this tractor up on the left. If you want to see how I did this homemade winch, I'll put the description of the video in the description. Yeah, there you go. It's a lot easier than pushing it. So I definitely got to fix that tire and that tire, but we ain't worried about that right now. Got some trees growing out of the seat. Pretty much all there. I robbed the coil off it, so I needed one for another tractor, but come to figure out it wasn't a coil, so I got this one. I just got to put it back on. And thinking the motor's stuck. I'm not sure. Gonna take off this panel here and see if I can get a pipe wrench on the dry shaft and see if I can spin the engine. So, I'm gonna plug my phone in because it's almost dead, and when it charges up a little bit, we'll be back. So I hooked the coil back up, condenser back up, and still don't have no spark. So I took the points cover off, and check it out. Spider decided to make a little nest in there. So I guess I'm gonna have to clean them. Hopefully they're not too bad. Let me get the air hose and we'll blow that out. I don't know if you can see, but they don't look too bad. Let me get a file and run through it and see if we can clean them up. Okay, so I got my point file. And I'm going to file these points up a little bit. I use a point file Some people use sandpaper, which works. If I have a point file, you might as well use a point file. Just want to make sure it's nice and flat. And I'm putting just a little teeny pressure, little teeny bit of pressure on them points. You don't want to put too much, and you don't want to file them to make them uneven. You want to file them nice and flat. Okay. Then I like to take a little bit of carburetor cleaner, clean this up. But after you do that, take your air and blow it dry, because that's flammable. You don't want to start a fire. And you want to make sure your points are closed. Forgot to mention that. So, okay. Let's take a look up here at the tester. We got spark. Not that strong, but for the heck of it, let's give it a little shot of carburetor cleaner down the throat. It's almost out. I gotta get another can of the carburetor. Yeah, we lost fire already. Okay, I'm going to clean these points a little more and see if we can get a little better spark. Okay, so we got good spark now. Clean the points a little better, but we have no compression. See if I can get this set up. I should probably go buy myself a compression tester. Mine broke. But I can stick my finger right over the spark plug and hole and crank it over. Nothing, so okay, guess we're gonna rip the head off. Stay tuned. Okay, I got the head off. There's a mouse nest in there, so I had to clean that out. Had to put my mask and gloves on. Make sure you wear a respirator or a good paper mask before you mess around with mouse droppings. But the valve's not stuck. As you can see, they're moving. Battery's going dead. But there is a lot of carbon buildup and everything, so I'm going to get this all cleaned up and put a little oil around those valves and put the head back on and see what happens then. Head gasket's a little tired. I don't have a new one. I got plenty of Briggs & Stratton head gaskets, but no Kohlers, so I'm just going to reuse it for now and just to see if I can get it running. Might be a oil burner by the looks of all the carbon on there. So I don't know. This motor might need to be rebuilt, but let me get that all cleaned up. Make sure those valves are seating, because it don't look like that exhaust valve, the intake valve is seating right. So we'll get that all cleaned up, and we'll be back. Okay, so I got it all cleaned up pretty good. There's a little spot here I need to get off. Yeah, got the head cleaned up pretty good. So I'm gonna put it back on and see what happens. I put a little, opened the valves up, and I put a little bit of transmission oil down there, just to in case the valve seals are dry. Alright, let's see what happens. Okay, so I put the head back on, and it still didn't have much compression. So I loaded the cylinder up with oil, and I cranked it, and sprayed a little starting fluid in the carburetor, and it wanted to start. So I said, heck with it. The gas tank was pretty clean. I put gas in it, and it started leaking out of the carburetor. So I took the bowl off, and the float was stuck, so I just freed that up. Didn't take the carburetor off, cleaned it all out, and started up. Ran pretty good. Actually, still a little bit of smoke in here. I mean, I couldn't even sit in here. It was so smoky. So let's see if we can get it started again now that the smoke cleared out a little bit. Throttle doesn't work. Cable shot. So there you have it. It does run. I'm going to let it cool off, and I'm going to try to start it again and see if it will start. So this is going to be part 1 of the Cub Cadet 129 build. I think it's a 129. Yeah, 129. So tomorrow I'll drain the oil. Put new oil in it, get the throttle cable, choke cable, all that stuff working. And I guess I'm going to have to find a couple of tires or some tubes. I'm going to take the deck off. So yeah, if this thing does run halfway decent, this might be up for a restore. I don't know. I still got my little tractor that I worked on the rug to do first, but yeah, I'm just gonna see if I can get it running, ride it around for a while, see how it does, and we'll go from there. Maybe I will rebuild that engine, I don't know. But, okay, that's gonna be part 1. Stay tuned for part 2. Okay guys, have a good day.